Week 12 is underway. So let's get through the rest of your picks. Let's go. All right. Titans going on the road to take on the Houston Texans. The Titans lost to the Vikings, and the Texans finally get off their schneid against the Dallas Cowboys. But did it really have to be that hard? Like, come on. Come on. Did it really have to be that hard? The Texans made beating the Cowboys 34-10 or whatever the score was more difficult than it needed to be. And so I'm a little concerned. And this could be one of those, and this week could end up being one of those bullshit weeks where teams that shouldn't lose end up losing to crappy football teams. I don't see the Texans being one of those teams, though, so go ahead and take the Texans to defeat the Titans. Vikings going on the road to take on the Chicago Bears. It's nice that the Vikings picked up a more convincing victory, but it was against the Titans. And they only won by 10. That's a bit concerning to me. And the Bears, you pull the same shit that the Broncos did the week prior. And that's drain clock down, and in fact, it's actually worse than what Denver did. But the result was because of how far the kick ended up being. But the result ended up the same. Blocked fucking field goal. For some reason though, because I'm not convinced that this Vikings team can do anything, I'll take the Chicago Bears, I guess, to defeat the Vikings. Though I don't really trust the Bears at all, so I'll take them with extreme caution. Anyway, Cowboys going on the road to take on the Commanders. The Commanders enjoyed a nice bye week, I believe, and the Cowboys just got done getting blown out at home again. Like I said, death, taxes, Cowboys getting their asses kicked at home. So the Cowboys are on the road this week, so that means the Cowboys have a chance at winning this game, right? Wrong! Take the Commanders to defeat the Cowboys. Next up, Patriots going on the road to take on the Dolphins. The score might end up being closer than it should be considering it's a division matchup, but as far as the outcome goes, Dolphins, end of story, moving on. Though I do like what Drake May is doing, he just doesn't have a team right now. Chiefs going on the road to take on the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers just got done enjoying a nice bye week after winning 2 consecutive games. Can they pull off the upset and defeat the defending Super Bowl champions? I mean, and speaking of the Chiefs, yeah, they lost, but it wasn't that big of an upset because the Buffalo Bills are still a good football team. However, if the Panthers do win, it will be a major upset considering that it's the Panthers. I don't see the upset happening though. Take the Chiefs to defeat the Panthers. And I will not be able to watch this one live because more on that later. Buccaneers going on the road to take on the Giants. And in case you've been living under a rock, Daniel Jones has officially been released after he has been officially benched. So the new quarterback for the New York Giants is none other than Tommy DeVito. Oh, that's right. Tommy DeVito gets another chance at being a starting quarterback, which means idiot fanboys on the internet are going to believe that Tommy DeVito is a franchise type quarterback just because he got a couple of lucky victories last season against the Packers, etc. But and then you've got the Buccaneers. Oh boy, 2 weeks ago against the 49ers, you had a chance to win it and prove to everybody that the 49ers were frauds, but you turned out to be frauds yourselves. be even more fraudulent and lose to Tommy DeVito? Oh. I gotta do it. Coin flip time, motherfuckers. Landed heads. Fuck. But I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to defeat the New York Giants. Colts going on the road to take on the... my mistake. Colts traveling home to take on the Detroit Lions. The Colts actually picked up a victory. Anthony Richardson actually played well. Well, in the passing department, mind you. I'm not... Though some would argue that it was because of the Jets being dumbass dick fucks more than the Colts being good. This could be another one of these bullshit games. However, go ahead and take the Lions to defeat the Colts. I don't see any upset happening here. Maybe in terms of the point spread, but that's about it. Maybe in terms of the point spread. Alright, late afternoon games, regional action, Broncos going on the road to take on the Raiders. And this is why I'm not able to watch the Panthers Chiefs game because it's regional action. But in any event, let's talk about the Broncos. Holy shit. The Broncos actually have a good team. I don't know if I should be shocked by it, but the fact is, but you gotta understand, I've been used to seeing the Broncos losing ever since 2016. I mean, yeah, and granted, they finished 9-7 that year, and they were on the cusp of making the playoffs. But ever since then, it's been losing season after losing season after losing motherfucking season. Sorry for the choking there. And Bo Nix is actually getting better. I'm a little, it's early. It's still season 1 of the Bo Nix project, experiment, whatever you want to call it. But last week was his best. Last week was his best performance by far. Now I think the Broncos. Then you got the Raiders, who got their asses kicked by the Miami Dolphins. I don't think the Broncos are going to be ready to sweep the Raiders yet. Yet the Raiders need a victory badly, and this, unfortunately, as a biased Broncos fan, is the perfect place to take the desperate team at home. I gotta take the Raiders to defeat the Broncos. Next up, Cardinals going on the road to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle gets a much-needed victory after losing 3 of their last 4 games. And the Cardinals just got off their bye week. I think the Cardinals are... Listen, I understand the Cardinals are coming off their bye week, but rest is overrated in my opinion. Take the Seahawks to defeat the Arizona Cardinals, I guess. All right. America's Game of the Week on Fox because of traditionalist wet dreams. 49ers going on the road to take on the Green Bay Packers. The history between the 49ers and the Packers is unmatched as far as the 49ers have been on the winning side of this rivalry as of late, especially in the postseason. But this is not the postseason. This is the regular season. And of course, last time these two teams met was the divisional round, where Jordan Love threw that ridiculous pass on 1st and 10 to ice the game for the 49ers late in the fourth quarter. Keep in mind, it was 1st and 10. And Jordan Love is still, on occasion, making these stupid fucking passes. Says that's costing his team games, or close to costing his team games. The 49ers the 49ers are banged up. They're still banged up, and they just lost their third division game. That's gonna be an issue because it's getting to the point where it's time to talk about the tiebreakers, etc. Bro, the only reason why the 49ers are still alive for the playoffs is because the NFC West is mid as fuck. But I gotta take the Packers to defeat the 49ers. Sunday Night Football. Eagles going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams nearly blew it against the upstart Patriots. And the Eagles got done beating the Commanders on Thursday Night Football. Well, oh, that's right. It wasn't a bye week for the Commanders. I'm an idiot. Anyway, regardless though, the Rams are getting some players back. They're getting healthy at the right time, and they're still alive for the NFC West. So, and the Eagles might be due for a loss. So, with all that to keep in mind, I got to flip for this one. And I can't see shit. Great. Love seeing that. Try again. Landed tails. It may have landed tails, but I do believe Philly is due for a loss. So take the Rams to defeat the Eagles. And on Monday Night Football, Ravens going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Rams. The Ravens still, because of this past Thursday with the Steelers losing to the Cleveland Browns, the AFC North race is a race again. And the Ravens still have a chance at clinching the AFC North. The Chargers just got done almost losing to the Cincinnati Bengals, but then the Bengals decided that they were still the Bungles, apparently, or the Bungholes as I call them, and decided not to try. They tied the game at 27, but then their defense once again took a giant shit. It is what it is there. But yes, this is Horrible 3 because and I don't have time to go through the history of Hardball 1 and 2 because everybody knows what happened in Hardball 1 and 2, especially 2. And listen, these two teams met last year on Sunday Night Football. Ravens beat the Chargers. And frankly, I got the Ravens beating the Chargers again on Monday night. I just don't think the Chargers are quite ready to face big-time football teams like the Baltimore Ravens. I know the Ravens sometimes can't get out of their own way, especially what happened last week against Pittsburgh. But it is what it is. Pittsburgh has been their kryptonite, even though, especially Lamar Jackson's kryptonite, even though he doesn't believe in things like that. But it's true, so it is what it is. It is. However, the Chargers may be alive for the AFC West, but it's still the Chiefs to lose and. The Chargers are due for a loss at some point. So I gotta take the Ravens to defeat the Chargers, and that's all I've got to say about that. Let's see what happens when the chaos continues. That's it. That's all. Till next time. Later, fuckers.